everybody, this is Bobby with BC Designs, and this is Monday, so I have a video for you guys. So it's this super cute card. I love Lost Lagoon and Lemon Lolly together. I just love these colors. I made this probably 3 weeks ago, so the DSP is no longer available. The Give It a Whirl dies, I'm not sure. I know they're not in the new catalog, but I did use those as well, so those aren't available. I'm sorry, but I just never had the time. I had made so many cards, and then I did the cutest cow cards, and then I did these afterwards, and I had to use what I had on hand, you guys, and that was the stuff that I had on hand. So I'm very, very sorry, but I'm sure that you can substitute with something else that you might already have, different colors, or different hearts. If you have a punch or dies or anything like that, you might already have on hand. Okay, let's get started. I'm just going to move the card over there. I've already punched out, die cut out everything that we're going to need. So like I just said, out of the Give It a Whirl, I did the large heart in Lemon Lolly, the medium one in Lost Lagoon, and my small one in Lemon Lolly. I'm just going to move those out of the way because we're not going to need them right away. And then I just die cut out the sun using, because I'm using the Bright Skies bundle, this comes with a lot of dies. Let's see, I haven't put mine away yet. 17 dies, so that's why I have this here. I'm getting ready, trying to get my craft room better organized with everything where it's supposed to go. Okay, so I'm going to use the Baker's Twine 3-color pack. We are using the Tinsel Gems 4-pack. And then I also used those dies to cut out Lemon Lolly, or I'm sorry, Lost Lagoon, the big cloud that we'll stamp on. And this strip of DSP that's no longer available is 3 1/4 by 1. Just use what you have in your stash. Okay, my card base is Lemon Lolly, and it is 4 1/4 by 11, and you just score it right in the middle. I'm just going to move it out of the way as well. I'm just trying to get everything out of the way so I don't get anything ruined here in a minute. This piece of Lost Lagoon is 3 1/2 by 4 1/2. And then I have a piece of our watercolor paper, and it is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. I'm just going to leave it here because this is where we're going to start. I'm going to use Lemon Lolly and Lost Lagoon, the re-inkers. And then I have my Versamark and my stamp ready to go when we're ready for that. And then I'm going to use white embossing powder and my heat tool. Now, I wasn't around when they had that fancy little mat that everybody has, so I don't have that mat, you guys. So I'm going to use this to protect my work area. I have a little bit of water, and what I like about this is I can just put my little re-inkers, my little blobs of ink right there. And then when I do that, I always try to set the one that is closest to that color, so that way I don't go in on the wrong color. I'm gonna try to stand up and see if you guys can see. I think you can. And this is a darker color, so we're not gonna really use a lot of it. And I'm gonna pull my sleeves up. Now, I'm not the best at doing this watercolor wash, but as you can see on the card, you really can't see a lot of it. So I'm not too worried about it. So I'm just gonna, oh, hold on a second. I want to get a paper towel. Hold on just a minute. I like to have this handy to kind of dry my brush off if I need to. So let me just kind of put that. Kind of got way too many, so I'll just put one of those back. I don't want to be wasteful. Okay, so I'm just gonna fold that there, and I'm gonna wet my brush, and then I'm just gonna go in with the water and move it back and forth. Okay, and then I like to get a little bit of water mixed in with my color, and then just kind of do it one of those back and forth, back and forth. Now I'm gonna clean my brush off kind of good. I'm gonna go in with the lighter color first, and then I'm going to go in with a little bit of Lost Lagoon, and we're just gonna feed it right up in there with the Lemon Lolly. And I'm gonna get just a little bit, I want a little bit darker. Now see how that water, I'm just gonna kind of dab that up a little bit on the sides because I have just a little bit too much water on there. So I'm gonna go in with more of the ink. And now I'm just gonna do kind of like one of these just to get a little bit darker. And it's okay that it's splashing it up there. You could be careful if you didn't want that, but I actually kind of like that, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, now we're just gonna leave that right there and call that good. I'm just gonna clean my brush off, and then I'm just gonna simply grab a white and see how that's running. You can kind of move it if you want, kind of just tilt your card. And if we want it to run up that way into the Lost Lagoon, and see how it's running. I really like when it does that. And then when it comes down here, you can just kind of pat off that excess like that, okay? Now I'm just gonna leave that lay right there and wipe this up so I don't make a mess on there. I'm gonna move this water before I make a mess with it. Let me just pop my re-inkers right where they go so I don't have to worry about that. Now when we go to, I'm gonna see how that is pulling there. I'm just gonna blot it up with my paper towel. I'm just gonna leave that lay. I'm just gonna move the whole thing right over here. I might have to get up and move it when I go to get my heat tool because it's kind of on top of there. But what I want to do next is we'll go ahead and stamp our sentiment then. So I'm just going to use my embossing buddy. Just get my fingerprints or anything that might be on there. Then I am going to use my Versamark, and we're just going to ink this up really good, and then we're just going to stamp it right in the center, just like that. Okay, and then we're just going to, I hope my thumb didn't hit that. I didn't realize I was that close to it. So I like to do it a couple of times. That S right there kind of looks like some of it kind of sprinkled off. Okay, I think, get that L. Okay, now I am going to use my brush because I feel like right there might be a little excess. But other than that, I think it's good. Let me move this out of the way. Hopefully I'm not going to make my paper fall. Watercolor paper, and we will just set this. I love to heat emboss. It is probably my favorite thing to do. My favorite technique, probably. I'll have another card on Thursday using the same bundle. And then I think I have one more after that. And then I got to get busy designing more. I've got my new stuff, so I am ready to play with that stuff. We just want to make sure all of this is nice and melted. Don't want to overdo it, but we want to make sure it's all melted. And then I'm just going to dry this just a little bit just so we can get to work on it. I like to let these just air dry when I can. See how the heat tool is pushing that? And it's just going to make it dry instead of going like it was. I like to let it dry naturally, but when you're doing a video, we can't wait that long. And then you can dry it on both sides. I'm just going to turn it and make sure we get that lemon lolly dry. Okay. That looks pretty good, I think. It'll flatten out a little bit. Okay, let me grab the Lost Lagoon piece. And I just want to see if I popped that. I'm trying to see if I popped it up on dimensionals. I did not, but I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to put this one down just normal. But I think I'm going to pop it up, the whole thing, when I put it on the Lemon Lolly base. I do think this time I will pop it up with dimensionals. I have really been liking that look. Okay, so we're just going to center this. Just like this. See how it's nice and flat now? Put the adhesive on it and it laid right down. Okay, now this is where I want to put the dimensionals. So let's just pop some up. And you guys, before I forget, I am going to be posting a video. I opened up the registration for my monthly card club. It's a subscription-based program. So if you're interested, stay tuned. I'll have all the information for that. I posted it, and not even an hour later, I already had people registering. So I'm super excited about that and really excited to get back and sharing everything with everybody again. And then this Wednesday on May 8th, I will be doing my very first YouTube Facebook Live again. So I'm more really worried, you guys, about the technology issues that could come about because I know how that goes. So I'm a little bit worried about that. And I haven't done one in almost a year, maybe over a year, to be honest with you guys. So this strip we're just going to kind of put in the center, something like that. So wish me luck on that, you guys. So on this one, I did take my Lemon Lolly ink pad. I'll just show you up close if you guys can see it. And I just lightly sponged around this part of the sun. So let's just dab. And I did it really lightly. I mean, just lightly right on the top. Just like that. Okay. Put that away. And then I'm going to pop a dimensional on the back of here. And then we'll just put this right in the center, like so. Oh, I don't know what that was about. Put a little bit. Oh my goodness. We'll just put that right there. Don't know what that is all about, you guys. Might have to take a drink of my water. I feel like my throat is very, very dry all of a sudden. Okay, let me grab, oops. I was supposed to go get my nails done this past week, and I did not, and they're way too long. Way too long. They're really getting on my nerves, to be quite honest. I like long nails, but this is kind of out of hand. Okay, let's move this back up there so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. So we'll just push all those down, make sure I have them adhered really good. And when I do my Facebook Live on Wednesday, I am going to be offering my free make and take packets. So if you place a purchase with me, a minimum order, I send you all the make and take packets for free. And I'll explain that all during my live. Make sure that you are subscribed to my YouTube channel and that you follow me on my Facebook page. So that way you will get notifications. If you're on YouTube, I am going to put just a little bit of liquid glue on this little tiny heart. Make sure on my YouTube channel that you're subscribed. And if you hit the bell to turn on notifications, it will notify you anytime I upload a video or when I go live. And you can go there right now because it is scheduled and click on the get a reminder little button and it will remind you. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have to do? Let's grab that linen thread. And we'll tie a cute little bow. And I just like to pull off enough to double it up. So maybe something like, I grabbed my bad scissors. I shouldn't have done that. I should have grabbed my good ribbon scissors. Okay, let's just cut this in half. And then we'll tie a cute little bow. The nails are making it extremely hard to tie cute little bows. Let me tell you. I'm trying to pull this one. I want this one to be a little, there we go. And then this one's way too big. Let's see, what do I think? I think that might work. Is it too big? Maybe this side just a smidge. And then pull it. And then let's trim this just a little bit. Like that. Okay, and then I'll grab my glue dots. And we will just grab one off there. One stuck to my finger there. We'll just put it right on top of the heart. Or above the heart, not on it. And then we'll just place that down. And really push on it, make sure it's going to stay. And then we'll add some of those cute little gems and be done. Leave me a comment, you guys. Let me know what you think. If you like today's card, let me know if you're going to watch me on Wednesday. I'm going to be super nervous. Just already know that. And when I get nervous, anything can happen, you guys. I was watching one of my friends do hers, and that's what she was saying. Like, it just wouldn't be a Facebook Live if things didn't go wrong. And that's exactly how I feel, because nothing can ever go right. And like I said, it's been over a year, I think, since I've done one. Okay, guys, I think I have everything. What do you guys think? I love this card. I think it's bright and cheery, and I just love how it turned out. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.